So where has the fan base fallen on the broader story of Simon and Betty as presented in the first season of Fiona and Cake? Because, well, I love the interesting angles they play out with power dynamics and Simon broadly doing everything for himself in the relationship, even if inadvertently, though I do wonder if the story would be more interesting if he was slightly more aware of this fact. I can't shake the feeling, especially after rewatch of both Adventure Time and Fiona and Cake, that they have simplified Betty's character for the sake of that story with Simon. And I'm kind of toying with some video essay comments about this fact, and I'm wondering how the fan base broadly feels about this. Betty's one of my favorite characters in Adventure Time, so it's one of the things that I think about quite often. I don't know. Because I love the first season of this show. It has so much good to it. And even if I have the issue, I think it's for the better because I get to think about this show more and more. But here we are at a show I didn't know we were going to have a season 2 too for a while. I know when they announced it, obviously, I was a little surprised. It felt pretty definitive. Fiona accepts the world without magic, which I actually think going into this, there's probably characters in Fiona's world who, because they were crafted as a fan fiction of Finn and Jake's life, there are probably characters who overall suffer for the lack of magic in a much more substantial way than the world's just not fun. I wonder if Fiona is going to have to come to terms with those people's experiences of this world, and perhaps this will be a driving factor of whatever the main drama of this season is. I'm guessing that Simon is not going to be a main character of this season. I'll be surprised if he has nothing to do. He'll probably be there. I kind of even hope that he is a main-ish character, if not the focus character. So I'm guessing another Adventure Time character will serve Simon's role of being the main character of the season, sans Fiona. It could be Finn, which would be interesting because Finn, unlike Simon, is pretty self-actualized. Like, there's probably some personal issues, but you're never going to achieve the same drama that Simon's got going on with Finn at this point in Finn's story. I would think. Could be wrong. But Finn really went through a lot of his own personal demons throughout Adventure Time, and seems like they didn't really, like, he's not likely, I think, to suddenly have this a big crisis, and I don't think they're going to step down from in character strife compared to the first season. Maybe it won't be as much as Simon, but it's going to be someone with some serious problems. Could be Bubblegum. Bubblegum's got kind of a similar deal to Gull Betty of more or less being a deity who's, like Finn, most of the issues or character flaws were addressed in Adventure Time, but there is probably more there as an exploration potential than there would be with Finn. I guess Princess Bubblegum is my main guess right now, if they do what I'm thinking they're going to do here. I do think Shermie has a potential. The Hare and the Sprout is the name of this episode. The only reason for that. But I do think that if we just follow them, that it will be a little bit of a rehash of Adventure Time, just having the young kids going on an adventure. Well, Jake was never really a kid for all of Adventure Time, but he sure acted like it, especially in the early seasons. Jake's kids are a possibility. That could be exciting. The legacy of one of the heroes of Ooh, who was just generally really at peace with himself and those around him. Very high potential there. I don't know how you make a full, I assume, 10 episode season out of it. I doubt they would do something extravagant with Lady Rainicorn. Marceline, great character, but I'm not sure what they do with her at this point. I'm just cycling through characters, and one huge one, which would be cool, is Flame Princess. Gotta get Phoebes her due. That one. I'm actually, yeah. Now that I cycle through all these in my head, Flame Princess is my big hopeful for someone who gets a major focus of a season. Obviously, I want Fiona and Kate characters as well to get their due. Probably Hunter is going to be a focus a little bit more of this season, I would wager. Ooh, yeah. Also, Huntress Wizard, I want to see more of her on that side of things. I don't know, let's go in. I have no idea what this season's gonna be about. I hope we get to see more of all of our favorite folks. Prisbro. I hope whatever the main antagonist of this season is, assuming it does have a main antagonist, probably, is better than Scarab was. Scarab, he did his job, but he was never that interesting or intimidating. I feel like he was always a major downgrade from antagonists like the Lich. Well, antagonists. Adventure Time was never amazing with antagonists, so the Lich always kind of punched above his weight class by having a very cool voice. Oh. Susan, maybe? Susan would be interesting. I don't know. Full reactions are on Patreon, or if you want, you can pull up your copy of episode 1 of season 2 of Adventure Time, Fiona and Cake, the Hare, and the Sprout, and press play on it when I press play when the timer reaches 0. Sprout's probably literally a kid, right? Maybe a plant kid, so maybe Finn and Huntress Wizard had a kid, perhaps? Ooh. I mean, they definitely liked you. Yes, that stuff too. We'll probably get a little bit more of. Ooh! Yay! Oh, again. Okay, so they're on again, off again. I guess they're both very aloof personalities. It's a little weird for this kid to just be hanging out with these almost strangers. 105. 3, 2, 1, go. She has a phone? Or I guess suppose magic could be the call. It's not always that easy. Wait, maybe she is just is she high? That's Ooh. Yeah. So you haven't quite gotten over those feelings. Is this still your only show? No, okay. I was half expecting it to be Norm attacking the castle. Ooh, she got like her own apartment? More sitcom references. I have for breakfast more common hot dogs, but okay. I have more common waffles. Oh my god. I guess that was a Freudian slip there. I would take the hot dogs. I don't know. Guitar strings. Guitar strings, paint trays, Christmas lights, mixing bowl, baking pans. So, okay. All right. Marshall Lee and oh god, what's his name again? Bubblegum alternative. Shoot. 322. And 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. The Huntress Wizard is a main character? Yes! I take it all back. Flame Princess can wait. She can have season 3. Bro! It's more than I ever wanted. That's gotta be like a top 5 no lyrics intros for me. That was amazing too. Just visually. I still remember how ooh. Ooh. Huh. Oh my god, guys. I'm not sure I can handle this. You might see me get a little too hyper today. I'm sorry. You might remember my original reaction to Huntress Wizard's very first appearance. She like, what? 10 seconds on screen total, and I'm like, who is this wasted character design on a side character? No! They love me. They've made that. I feel like this show loves me so much, because I could never have possibly been more wrong. Not wasted at all. And then she ended up being awesome after that. 350. Fuck at this. We're gonna watch that whole intro again. You're trapped. This is your prison now with me. 325. 3, 2, 1, go. There are no subtitles. They are, okay. Dude, I mean, like, I have I'm hyped. Oh my god, I'm shaking, okay. Was that a word? Oh, one of the buildings over here looked like an H, so I was trying to see if there was a word being spelled out. Should I just watch the intro again? I don't think so. I think I've tortured you long enough. 405. 3, 2, 1, go. Release, Garrett, release. Flans hardware. Beep, beep. Well, she's got a lot more personal purpose in life. She I like it when that kind of thing happens. Like, what do you mean I saved the world and no one even likes me? Damn Ninjago idiocy. How many times you gotta save the world before people just, like, pay you a tax for it at some point? I'd take 10 cents extra taxes on every sale purchase to the person who saved the world fund. All right, that's enough, kid. Now, maybe in Fionna and Cake's case, they were semi-responsible for the danger to the world, so maybe it doesn't quite count as much in that case. Really, I'm just complaining about the citizens of Ninjago. They suck. Damn. That was Tom Kenny, right? She's doing okay. Damn. Going on a mission, a mission. That's wrong. Ooh. In the intro, you like morph into Simon. Why? See, this is the cool thing. As I'm expecting this on a story level, to be clear, to kind of horrify me at some point. Is he like mute or something? Maybe? Love potion. 50% off! I was gonna say, enough people have thrown money at you today. Patience? That's my guess for who this is. Maybe I'm being ridiculous. Wait. Robbery? Oh, okay. I was like, are we villains? A number? Text me. Oh, nice! Interdimensional phone signal. Yes! Gulb manage that one? Still? So they definitely haven't reconnected at all. Right. I mean, she's kind of got an aloof personality a little bit. Is she gonna, like, be the mural? Ooh. Yeah. I like, by the way, that he's not just okay. It would have been easy for them to go for a totally semi-happy ending after after he accepts his situation. No, he's always gonna be a little sad about it. Maybe even he'll relapse at some point and be depressed. 10:43. Simon might very well be one of the most well-realized fictional characters that's ever been come up with. 10:43 and 3, 2, and go. God, you'd think I'd have the worst internet with how bad HBO's pixelization gets whenever you pause. Ooh, okay. Oh, is this a dig? Vampire. So this is probably so far a normal situation, but I feel like we're waiting for an inciting incident at this point. Oh wait, no, it's probably chill. She's waterboarding you? Finn, I see things are going well for you these days. So, how hurt is he? Okay, I mean, like, with Huntress Wizard, we never really got a full idea of her powers, so I totally bought it for a second there. It was like, okay, okay. 13 minutes. 3, 2, 1, go. I mean, Finn can be a Disney princess. It's fine. That's kind of awesome, actually. Right. Yeah. That did happen. The sweet spot. I kind of like Ellis more than I like LSP. Nice. I thought she was just gonna eat both for a second there. Oh, I get you. Yeah, I get it, but still, aw. I would do it too. Hello. Wouldn't it make it kind of? I assume she knows about Finn and Huntress Wizard at this point. Maybe she doesn't, I suppose. It might not have come up. But wouldn't this make this weird for her? Knowing that? Yeah. The irony. Slightly bigger cut being dealt with in the other world. Well, I really hope that that's a safe concoction for animals, but okay. We don't need a main story. I'm pretty happy with the show being chill vibes. Okay, I was like, really hope you're not calling Marsha Lee your best friend at this point. Cool. It wouldn't be Adventure Time if there wasn't the occasional fart joke. Well, it doesn't. It means you gotta spit it out. Doesn't mean it was. I have cancer. Oh, damn. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I love seeing more of Huntress Wizard, but I was hoping we'd get to see more of them talking with each other, too. But I guess this works. Wouldn't cutting up enemies be a small source of trauma for her at this point now? Maybe even a big one? Unless this is Cake's dream. It is a trauma point. Okay. God, I love that they kind of do whatever they. Same dream? Ooh. That property would be monstrously expensive, I'd imagine. And she has a tour bus company. Professor Profkov. Is that the Enchiridion? Yo! That's a complete victory in that circumstance. That's a negative for them, isn't it? Ice King, I need your help! Yeah. Ah, right. Well, but maybe we should have not had this conversation in front of a bunch of impressionable youngsters! I mean, she's just as petty as her counterpart. I kind of wish Gary was as vindictive as his alternate. Because whatever else you might say about PB, she can make a plan, and it can hurt. Why would this end up turning into a multiversal situation? Is it where I'm still stuck at? You see that she's gonna do the Batman thing? Yes! Dude! Is this the best show? I mean, I have every ounce of joy I possibly could from watching this. We're spoiled! You understand that, right? We're spoiled. Adventure Time ended on probably one of the strongest conclusions I've ever seen to a long-running TV show. Maybe the strongest. And the fact that it was long-running at all, miracle how good it turned out. It kept getting better almost. Some issues towards the end, I suppose. And not even issues, it just was not as good as the peak. But one of the strongest endings ever. Then they came back with Fionna and Cake. Killed it with an amazing story, which ended on a bittersweet note. Still mostly sweet. And now they're coming back and they're knocking it out of the park again with intrigue. Like, I mean, I know there's still time, but I'm thrilled. I am. I'm just so happy, okay? Next time.